The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney! He's checking!
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Three down.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Ohio! Ohio! Hey, four down. Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Kaiser. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Kaiser. He's got Adams on the hookup. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tight end right. Four down. Alert.
Now Trubisky. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
We got four. Hang on, we got, you see it?
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Red, tough.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 7 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Hey, 18, 18, 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, Kaiser again. Incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Kaiser to throw it. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Onto the field now come the Bears. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Check. Hang on, we got, you see it, Red, up.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Red, up. Gotta go. Hey, gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Packer pressure, and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Kizer now on second down. Oh, Kizer can't get away, and he'll go down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So a tough spot for Kizer. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Ohio! Flex round!
From the shotgun, it's Kizer. And Adams has it, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway.
Gun!
Throwing on first down. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A second down throw now for Kizer. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, Kizer. It's caught here by Adams. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Kizer. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Kaiser. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you in the end zone, get you 6?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll begin the drive with Howard, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
For security personnel or proceed to an emergency medical services station available throughout the stadium.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Lock in, lock in.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
first, they go right back to Howard. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Number 8 makes the catch. No gain on the play.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Red's up. Red's up. Hey, gotta go. Motion. Red's up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, we got 4. Red's up. Hey, 18. Gotta go.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Trubisky now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Hey, gotta go. Blue. Come on, let's go.
Trubisky to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
180. Red's up.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They come out here in the eye. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mitchell Trubisky with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are in for 6. And his kick is right through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Kaiser. And able to find Green. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Kaiser now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Kaiser yet again. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Flex round.
Again, it's Kaiser. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down, Kaiser. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split due to time constraints. We move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Blue. Gotta go. Red's up.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
You see it? Blue. Red's up. Red's up. Yep.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
4 down. Hang on, we got, you see it, you see it?
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
We got three down. Hey,
Timeout called by the defense.
Red, up. Set up. 180. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Gotta go. Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. He leaves this one for Howard. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, they run with Howard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Set up! 180! 58 to Mike! 58 to Mike! Red, up!
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
18. 18. Lock in.
Now Trubisky to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. And got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Nick Perry in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Bears on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, gotta go. Red's up!
Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Needed 16. They got 17 on 3rd down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Red's up! Blue. Gotta go.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
180! Red's up! 18. 58 to Mike. Blue.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The reception, good for 7. It's third down. The Bears on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
1 yard gain on the play.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, set up! 180! 18.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
The Bears will kick this one off.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, Murray. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
4 down, check.
A first down throw for Kaiser. Green's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
80's getting the ball. Flex round!
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
Watch 88. Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! I'm coming after you! Ohio!
They'll throw again. Kaiser. The left side throw complete to Adams. 10 more there and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Lynch able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Ohio! Right over there.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All day, every day, any day. Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal, but the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
Gotta go. 18. Blue.
Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And I think that's going to do it. They can't get another play off.